Most men think they already understand what women want in bed, but the reality isn't that simple. Hi, it's Sel, and today we're going to discuss a powerful idea that can completely change the way women perceive you, especially over time. And here's the part that many people don't expect: it has nothing to do with money, it doesn't depend on looks, and it's certainly not about the cheesy flirting that often circulates online. In fact, there are two very simple words that can activate something much deeper in a woman's mind. These two words trigger an emotional connection that most men never even realize. And I'm going to reveal exactly what those words are. I'll also explain the psychology behind them. But there's one small detail that almost everyone misses. It's precisely this detail that often makes a man stick in a woman's mind, while others are easily forgotten. So stick with me until the end, because it can drastically change the way you communicate. Let me share something with you. Over the years, I've studied thousands of real life interactions between men and women. From there, I've come to one very clear conclusion. The men who most captivate women aren't always the most handsome or the richest. Instead, they are men who have mastered a simple skill: direct and clear emotional communication. While most men still get caught up in superficial conversations, trying to please and being too afraid of making mistakes. Instead, men who truly stand out use a very different approach. They use words that act like keys that unlock access to a woman's subconscious. The human brain is fundamentally programmed to respond to certain communication patterns. When these two words are used correctly, they create what psychologists call positive emotional anchoring. Now let's get to the point. The first word is I want. Sounds pretty simple, right? But notice what happens when a man says, I want, clearly and confidently. The first thing he does is acknowledge his own desires. He's not seeking approval, nor is he trying to avoid possible rejection. He speaks directly. And there's one important thing in women's psychology: they are very attracted to men who know clearly what they want. Why is that? Because it conveys leadership, demonstrates assertiveness, and shows that you can take initiative without overwhelming her. Think about the difference. When you say, I don't know, maybe we can go out later if you want, what message are you really sending? Uncertainty, doubt, and a lack of direction. Now compare that to this sentence: I'd love to take you to dinner on Saturday. I know a great place. Do you see the difference? You're not asking for permission. You're taking the lead. You're inviting someone to experience something with you. And this isn't about being dominant or aggressive at all. It's about assertiveness. It's about having the confidence to occupy your own space and clearly say, this is what I want. When you do this, you activate something known as sexual polarity. You position yourself as a masculine presence that initiates the action and that naturally evokes feminine energy that appreciates direction and guidance. Now let's talk about the second word, the one that really changes everything. I appreciate it. This is where the real magic starts to happen. If you just use I want, it can sometimes sound too self-centered, as if you're only trying to get something out of the interaction. But when you combine I want with I appreciate, you create balance. You demonstrate both initiative and emotional intelligence. For example, instead of saying, I want to see you again, try saying, I want to see you again because I really appreciate the way you think. Our conversations have a depth I rarely find. Notice what changes. You're not just stating your desire, but also showing that you truly understand her, that you value who she is beyond just her physical appearance. And that's incredibly attractive to women. Most men miss this crucial point, and here's the best part. When appreciation is genuine, you're not chasing, you're choosing, and women can immediately sense the difference. If you connect with this idea, please leave a like below. It shows me that you're truly committed to growing. Now, I need to warn you about one mistake that can ruin everything. That mistake is using these words without alignment. Alignment means aligning your words with your body language and tone of voice. If you say, I'd like to take you to dinner, but your shoulders are slumped, you're avoiding eye contact, and your voice is shaky, the message loses its power. Your body is conveying insecurity while your words are trying to convey confidence. And women's brains immediately pick up on this inconsistency. It's as if they have some kind of emotional detector that senses inconsistency. So, when you say, I'd like, maintain an upright posture, maintain eye contact, and open your chest. When you say, I appreciate it, slow down, pause, and Let the sincerity shine through in your tone. This kind of depth is what I teach in my comprehensive guide, The Secret of Attraction. It's not just about knowing what to say, but also about how to tailor your approach. Your presence is crucial for every word you say to carry emotional weight. And there's one more crucial element: timing. You can't just keep repeating, I want,